What do you see as the country's most serious problem right now?
Well, in my opinion, the country's most serious problem right now is unemployment. There are a lot of people who have not been used to being without a job for as long as they have been.
And how does that specifically impact the population you serve?
It impacts them immediately because a lot of companies will let the entry-level employees and unskilled employees, they lay them off first. That's how it affects our specific population, because they are, most of them, probably 30% of Hispanic Latinos do have unskilled jobs.
The Hispanic population is growing, especially here in Allen County.
Yes.
What specific needs, issues do you think need to be addressed, that lawmakers need to pay attention to?
Now, the needs here are pretty glowing, and they're obvious to us. That one is education. We have our Hispanic Latino students really are not ready to start school when they're age 6. The second thing is the number of Hispanic Latinos that drop out of high school has increased quite a bit, from 12% a couple years ago to almost 18% now. So education is the #1 issue for the Hispanic Latino community.
Do you feel on a national level that Hispanics, Latinos are well represented?
The adjective is well, and my answer is no. We are represented, but minimally represented. But for many of us, we know that unfortunately change takes time. Whatever the issue is, change takes time. Here in Indiana, what I want to point out is that there are 6 million people that live in the state of Indiana. 1 million of those, the population, are minorities, and approximately 300,000 are Hispanic Latinos. And so right now in this state of Indiana, we do not have a political force to use our influence to persuade the legislators to answer some of our needs.
How well do you think lawmakers, both nationally and locally, address the issues of Hispanics, Latinos? What's the first thing do you think needs to happen?
This country has to have immigration reform, visa reform, to make sure that the people that get these visas and are here are properly sponsored, properly monitored, and enforced, so that when your visa period deadline expires, you need to go home. It's a lightning rod issue for the legislature, because they really don't want to deal with it. Fewer people are concerned about immigration reform. Almost everyone in this country, 9 out of 10 people, are concerned about jobs and unemployment and investments and taxation.